Morning world. This is Brian Coolidge coming to you here from Rye, New Hampshire. It's a cemetery, and I'm just gonna speak from the heart. No matter who you are, no matter what your status is, your career, your occupation, your profession, your education level, your wealth, your physical fitness, your beauty, your ugliness. No matter who you are, everyone ends up in a grave. You can't take your money with you. You can't take your fame with you. All you have is the record of what you did while you were on the earth. And your choices in your life determine whether that record is a record of good or a record of evil. And those who've studied near-death experiences say that there is accountability, that you do face the Creator. I want to talk today about Renee Good, the woman, the mother who was killed by what I call mercenaries. What I've learned now is that allegedly these federal ICE agents are not Americans. They are foreign forces on American soil. They are mercenaries. Whether it's true that they come from the IDF, I believe that there was confirmed IDF members that are here hired as mercenaries on American soil, killing American citizens. They may be from other countries as well. You know, you have the French Foreign Legion, you have other mercenary groups that could be here. As most of you know, I was discharged from the Air Force. I'm on a list to re-enter the Air Force. However, I'm too old right now. I'm 43. But I am on a list in case things change, in case this country pushes us into World War III. And we are not prepared to fight World War III. I don't care what confidence you have in any branch in the military. We are not prepared to fight World War III and win. And I want to reference Albert Pike, the Freemason who drew up the plans for World War I, II, and III. And I don't care if anybody has an issue with what I'm saying. You can look it up yourself. Look up Albert Pike and the prediction for World War I, II, and III. This was all planned. This has been planned for decades. All I care about is the fact that innocent people are losing their lives. Max Eigen said, if we do not address the issue of Palestine, then the way of Palestine will be the way of the world. And I'm a little bit exhausted. I don't know about you, but I never got the COVID vaccines. I protested the COVID vaccines. I protested the pandemic. I tried to warn the public that COVID was a hoax and that the intention was to poison Americans and to weaken the American population, to put us in a position that was ripe for invasion. If it's correct that people who received more than one dose of a vaccine aren't going to be here by 2030, then we're looking at a massive population loss. Even the Chinese news on Red Notice talking about the amyloid clots that are forming within the people who have been vaccinated. The summary is that if you received more than one of the COVID vaccines, then you're possibly poisoned with a terminal poisoning condition. There may be holistic methods to detox your body from this. However, if it's true that we're going to see a massive population loss by 2030, then this country is not prepared to fight World War III. We will lose. And that was what Albert Pike said. The intention was to bring the world to its knees so that it could be taken over by a minority control group. The protocols of Zion are real. If you research them, you can dismiss the idea that the protocols of Zion were a hoax, because they're happening. There's evidence that those protocols of Zion are being carried out. I'm not a president. I'm not a police officer. I'm no longer in the Air Force. I'm just a U.S. citizen, a person who was born here, who is the descendant of both the indigenous people of America, the Wabanaki people who have been here for over 10,000 years, and I'm also a descendant of the English, the Coolidge family that came here in 1620s. So if anyone has a right to speak about this country, it's my family, because my family's indigenous and European. Both sides of my family, my indigenous ancestors and my European ancestors, have been on this land since the beginning. And I'm upset. I'm upset to see mercenaries, foreign forces, being paid with my tax dollars to kill my people. And I don't think I have to say anything more than that. Whether I'm active in the Air Force or discharged from the Air Force, I do remember taking my oath to defend against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I'm calling out to all veterans, everyone who took that oath: uphold your oath and unite.